Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. On 2nd and 15 now. Jones. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10. That's the Bears' 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he'll go down at the 28. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. And an Eagle 1st down.
Got ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down. Here's Hurts to throw. Flush to his right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack. And I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that they spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The Bears at 7-6, a game over 500 on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where they're open.
And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And it's picked up by the Eagles.
Arthur, everything that happened before that fumble was great. Good vision, navigated the open field, got good chunk yardage. At that point, if you see a defender coming, though, just step out of bounds. Don't risk all you picked up before the hit to just try and get an extra yard or two.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 2nd and 5. Throwing is Hurts. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Hurts. Under pressure, they got him again. Roquan Smith drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Aaron Sipas now. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Taking it about the 16. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They begin with a run by Barkley. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Barkley. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there and a first down. A first down carry for Barkley. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra. Running left, it's Barkley.
And some room to maneuver. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 51 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Throwing Jones. And that will be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Stopped on the play by Jaquan Brisker. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Another run with Sanders. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Play action. Here's Hurts. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. On the return is Peterson. They'll call that a punt at 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 56 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. And this will be caught by Mooney. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. So not only did they get the fumble recovery on the punt, but now look at this field position. He almost took it the distance.
And the ability to not just make the play, but turn it into something big, that's what coaches harp on all the time. How do we create big plays that'll change the game? And that may have been one that just did.
The best starting field position you could possibly have. First and goal from the 1. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Saquon Barkley, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears have moved out in front. Santos with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-3. The touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Offense set to begin their next drive as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. On first down, Hurts. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The sack by Jordan Willis. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. Pushes him over. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. And he's got it down to the 28. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. And, oh, that would get a wide up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He made his first attempt, this from 45. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. Scott on the return, out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get any anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Claybrooks going to bring this one out. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. Throwing again on second down. Jones to the right side to Eric Ebron. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
It's Barkley on the counter. Up past the 30, second down coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Jones forced out to his left. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
So many qualities coaches tick off when they talk about, hey, what it was going to take to make an excellent quarterback. Accuracy has to rank near the top of every list.
Talk about arm strength, that's great. Mobility, great. But you need that accuracy in there. That one well in front of his man. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. Scott to return it. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll go again with Sanders. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Now it's Peterson. A great return there of 22 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A run by Barkley going to go backwards, as he's going to lose right around 3 yards here. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Off play action, Jones. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Looking to throw. Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. On 4th down, Jones. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, they really could have turned this one upside down. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First, on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop them. I like the confidence he showed.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
133 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Roquan Smith in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Hey, flash Bronco! Alert! Bronco switch!
Hurts sets up to throw it. Throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a one-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. Again, it's Barkley. That he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. Rolling to his right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Here we go.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. They find some open field here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Right back to Sanders on first down. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. So certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Understanding he's just down 1 possession, trying to make something happen by extending the play, but the coverage downfield was excellent. He escaped and bought some time, but that one goes incomplete.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. He's got a man, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Boy, this crowd is on pins and needles now because anytime you see the ball heading for the end zone, you really hold your breath, and they come out of their seats. That one falls incomplete.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. 18-11. He'll look to throw. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears have just about sewn up this football game. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given. And it doesn't.
Barkley hit and the ball pops free. And the offense is going to get this ball back. So no turnover in the final gun. And this game is over. So